Shabbat Shalom. I'm sure that, like me, your hearts have been heavy over these last days, and it's been hard to concentrate on anything else, to avoid just looking at your phone and doom scrolling and feeling a mixture of numbness, pain, anger, fear, sadness, everything all together. It's exhausting. I want to just say a few things. First of all, in case anyone doesn't fully understand or needs clarification, what happened in Israel on Saturday was probably the worst thing that's ever happened. Worse, in fact, than the 1973 war, where then, although Israel was caught by surprise, we were talking about armies invading Israeli territory and in combat with our army, ultimately. Here we have a terrible breach of security, 1,200 Israelis, as we count now, brutally murdered in their homes, in their beds, in their safe rooms, with their houses burned down, at parties, another 150 kidnapped, hours and hours before rescue could come. It's completely unthinkable. Although I would say that now is not the time to ask how this happened. There will be certainly an inquiry afterwards, and people will be held responsible. But right now we have to focus on the pain that lies in front of us and what to do about it. I think for American Jews, the pain has been compounded by horrible messages from the left indicating something to the effect that Israel deserved this for its treatment of the Palestinians, Israel's an occupying country, etc., and so forth. I think that should you encounter such comments among your friends or people you know, it's important to remind them that nothing, regardless of your politics, nothing justifies the murder of children and women and civilians. Nothing, this is a massacre. This is a pogrom. There is no justification for that. More than that, it's very clear to me that Hamas has no interest in helping the Palestinian people, and that this will only cause the deaths of many more Palestinians and set back their cause by decades. If there are people, many people, who would like to believe that most Palestinians want to live in peace and make peace with us, and that they're not our sworn enemies, this action makes that harder and harder to sustain, and also leaves most Jews and Israelis, I think, feeling like the idea that they want to live in peace with us on our land, them on theirs, is a lie. They just want us all dead, which is pretty clear that that's what Hamas wants. It is very difficult to know how Israel should respond in this moment. Whether clearly Israel has to get the 150 captives out of there safely, however it can. And a ground invasion will risk a protracted conflict and many more Israeli lives as well as Palestinian lives. I am not a military expert, and I think that all of us would do well to have humility in the face of Israel's response. Finally, I think it's really important in this time to do two things, or few things. One is to do what you can in terms of, for sure, letting know your friends and family and people in Israel that you're thinking about them. Let them know every day that you're thinking about them and that you're praying for them. Donate money. There are many places to do that, including our own federation, where 100% of the money will go to helping victims of terror. Have compassion for yourself. If you are not yourself, that's to be expected. Try to stay off your phone or limit the time that you're on your phone. And once you get on, even though it's always one more article, I'll just read this one more thing. Try to limit it a lot, because actually sitting and scrolling and knowing terrible things doesn't actually help anyone. Finally, come to synagogue or go to places where there are Jews. I've found that the most helpful thing in these hard times is to be around other Jews who are feeling exactly as you are, to be in the safety of our own community, and to share our pain together. So those are my thoughts at this moment, and please know that you can reach out to me at any time.